Hello, it is a great day to be part of the Dirt Life, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the mindset that it takes and the tools and tricks that it takes to build a lawn care company that does over $2 million per year. Now, in our case, we actually only produce revenue at our company, because we live in Canada, 5 months out of the year. That is May, June, July, August, and September. Those are the only 5 months that we actually do lawn care. So this looks closer to about $420,000 per month when you do $2.1 million. And here's what it takes to do it. So let's get right into the nitty-gritty. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is James. I own a company called Yard Dogs Lawn Care in Calgary, Alberta. In 2023, we did $2.1 million in gross revenue, and we are planning to do $3 million for 2024. It wasn't always like this though. This is our 10th year in business, and it's our 5th year in actually focusing our niche for fertilizer and weed control services. So here's what it takes. Let's jump right into it. Number one, it takes time. Like I just said it, this is our decade-long spree in the lawn care industry. And gosh, it took 5 years to figure out what we're good at. And I'm not even kidding you. We were students, so we were only doing this in the summertime, but we were doing everything. Mowing lawns, washing windows, gutter cleaning, landscaping, fertilizer, weed control, building patios, building decks, building freaking parking lots. And like, if you needed your toilet scrubbed 30 minutes away, I'd be there in 35. Just make sure you pay me cash kind of thing. It was a joke, and there was no focus. So focus was so needed, because before years ago, we decided to go into fertilizer and weed control services. That's what we determined was the best opportunity for us, and everything started to change with that. So that leads me into my second point, is that it takes saying a lot of no. Once you pick your niche, you need to be relentless about sticking to it. That means that there will be opportunities where someone says, hey, can you come build me a this kind of landscaping project? I'll pay you $5,000 cash. And you know in your head, it's only gonna take you like 3 or 4 days. You need to say no. Why? Because it is a distraction. The first thing that happened when we got a mentor for lawn care services is that he looked at us and says, boys, you're doing snow removal here? We're like, yeah, we're doing snow removal. He's like, you need to get rid of it. I'm like, wait, but we do $250,000 a year in snow removal during months when we're not doing any revenue. What do you mean scrap it? He said, you're a lawn care company. You're not a snow removal company. And if you're doing both, that means you have 2 different businesses and neither of them are gonna grow. You should be taking that time in the winter, not to make money, but focus on how you're gonna make more money the next lawn care season. How are you going to make grass greener, healthier, and more weed free? How are you going to increase your retention? How are you gonna have a better sales and marketing program campaign going out? Essentially, how are you gonna be better? You know, just take some time, spend it with your family, relax, but focus on optimizing your next year. That is how you grow from 200,000, 500,000, million, 2 million, and beyond. So focus is the second thing it takes, and being very good at saying no to a lot of things. The third thing that it takes to grow a lawn care business that does over $2 million a year is a lot of knowledge when it comes to your financials. Here's a crazy story, guys. So we've, in the past, going into our 5th year of doing this, we've had some pretty good growth, but believe it or not, in 2021 and 2022, we hardly grew. So in 2021, we did 1.1 million, and in 2022, we did about 1.3 million. Believe it or not, we were unprofitable. We did not make profit in 2022 because we didn't know our fucking numbers. Sure, money was coming in, but it was going out way faster, and we were making mistakes, and we were spending money like we were like millionaires, because we kind of felt like it. We looked at this is how we did our accounting. Can we afford to buy this truck? Let me look at my bank account. Yeah, the bank account looks all right. Go and do it. It was called feel-good accounting. Have you ever been through that before? I sure have. Feel-good accounting was how we made all of our decisions, and it led to making some very bad decisions. So you need to make sure that you dial in on your financials if you're going to continue to grow, because kind of winging it like we were will work for the short term, but it's risky. And if you start to do things without having a budget forecast, knowing are you on track or off track, is crucial to knowing and getting to that next step. The fourth thing is that you need to start to build a team. There comes a time, guys, where, hey, are you gonna stay a small business, or are you gonna become a big business? Because you can make a lot of money being a small company. Don't get me wrong. If you can work out of your house and have a truck, 2 trucks, 3 trucks, and not pay rent, and just get us a ton of jobs and not piss off your neighbors, maybe do some free lawn care for them so that they don't mind, you won't make a ton of money. But the second you sign up for a shop and then you choose to stay at 3, 4, 5 trucks, you're gonna notice that this overhead is really gonna start to kick in and really start to suck cash from you. Whenever you get a shop, you need to focus on maximizing that shop, which means that you're going to pack that shop with trucks that are actually out on the field doing work. You're going to go big or go home, essentially, because if you're not going to fill up that shop with moving parts and a team of people doing the lawn care services, you might as well just stay a small company. You're probably going to be more profitable, and it's going to be a lot less headaches to stay small. So if you're going to go big, hey, I commend you. That's what we're trying to do here. But there's nothing wrong with staying small. Make sure you know what you want, because there's a price you pay for staying small and there's a price you pay for going big. So make sure you know what you want. Don't stay in between, because the in between is what kills you. I think that's going to be a completely separate video, honestly, because there's so many points to touch in that. So it makes worth making a decision. And building a team, guys, comes down to the realization that you are not as good as you think you are. Seriously, I'm allergic to grass. Shocker. This guy that has a lawn care company, if you put me out in the field, I'll be good for a day or two, but then I can't fucking sleep for a week because my nose is so stuffed up and I'm coughing my lungs out. I'm very allergic. I have very bad hay fever. So right away I realized, I probably shouldn't be the guy doing lawn care services. I'm also not very detail oriented. I'm not the best guy to catch every single weed. Guess what? I'm also not a numbers guy. What am I good at? Well, I was really good at sales for the lawn care process. So I really focused on being the best I can be at sales. And now I want to really focus on building a team for sales, but we had to grow a team. So that's why I'm so happy that I had a partnership with my business partner, Liam, who I'm sure many of you have seen by now. He was really good at things I wasn't good at. And a huge mistake people make when they go into partnership is that they find a partner who's just like them, but it's useless because you've literally just diluted your equity by 50% for having somebody that you enjoy being with, I'm sure, but he doesn't bring any more value to the company, and you guys are you're kicking tires. Make sure if you go into a partnership, it's with somebody that complements their strengths or your weaknesses, vice versa. That's how you're gonna grow a business. So Liam, in this case, he's very good at financials. He's very good at managing people. He's very good at bringing an idea to life and being a really solid operator. That's not who I am, but I'm really good at sales, and that's not something that Liam is strong at. He's good at some things, but he's not good at the sales, some of the marketing ideas that come up with doing these kind of videos. That's where my strength much more lines into. Doesn't mean you can't do it, and it doesn't mean that you're bad at it, but you need to start to build a team, because you don't want to be a hero, guys. Like, the whole point of entrepreneurship is to solve a problem in the marketplace and build a team of people to do it for you. The true hero, the true genius, builds other heroes, finds other geniuses, and builds a team so it's not dependent on him, because you are not the best at customer service. You are not best at sales. I'm not the best sales guy out there. There are guys way better than me, and it's my job to find them, pay them damn well, and have them work for Yard Dogs. And they're gonna win, and I'm gonna win, and our company is gonna win, because we are putting the right people into the right seat. So building the team is crucial. Other things it takes, guys, to build this kind of a business is that you gotta work weekends and you gotta work evenings, especially earlier on. So when we were first started, we were working 7 days a week, We were even working Saturdays and Sundays, and we were working into the evenings, doing door to door. We had to do whatever it takes, because it takes a long time to get momentum. And momentum, when you're starting up, you don't have a lot of skills, you don't have a lot of experience, but you got a shit ton of time. So put the fucking Xbox away. Stop going out for beers with the bros. It's time to actually focus on growing a business. And when you're not growing business, you better be reading books, watching YouTube videos like these, and, hitting the gym. Focusing on bettering yourself or spending time with your family. Those are really the only options here. So unless you're spending time with your family or improving yourself, your business, put the Xbox away. Put the fucking pickleball away. It's time to focus on growing a business here. And that takes a lot of time. And even now, guys, even though we're no longer doing door to door at our company, guess what? During the peak season of May, June, and April, we are working on Saturdays, and our phone lines are open until 8 p.m. because that is the time when people are ready to buy lawn care. It's the lawn care tsunami. Hits you like that, and you better be ready for that spring rush, because it comes by and it goes like that. And if you miss it, that was a huge chunk of your sales. Last but not least, guys, what it takes to really grow is find somebody that has done it before. We could have not have grown to being past $1 million if we didn't find someone that had done it before and reach out to them and ask them to help us and coach our way up. And we paid them to do that. Don't expect it to be free. If you can get someone to do it for free, more power to you. But at the same time, sometimes you need to pay for something to actually see the value in it, because if it's free, you treat it like soap. But hey, if you're paying $2,000 a month, you're gonna say, holy shit, I'm going to be prepared for these meetings. I'm gonna have my notes, and I'm gonna take my takeaways, and I'm gonna actually implement them. If it's free, it's easy to let that go out the window sometimes. So find a mentor of someone that has done what you're trying to do. Reach out to them and see if they will give you an hour every 2 weeks, an hour a week, to help you grow your business, because it has shaved off decades of our career by being able to do things like that. So guys, those were the things that took for us to build our business. I hope it's been helpful to you. Put in the comments below the sacrifices that you've made for your business so far. I want to hear all about it, because business is about making sacrifices now so that you don't have to make those kind of sacrifices later. You can choose the sacrifices in your life, but you don't get to not make a sacrifice, is the thing. So if you choose to stay a small company, that's totally fine, but there are sacrifices that come along with that. So I encourage you, decide, are you gonna be a small company or are you gonna be a big company? Make the decision and go make it happen, guys. Hey, thank you so much for making it until the end of the video. Once again, this is The Dirt Life. We are documenting our journey to becoming Canada's largest lawn care company. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, give us a like, and we will see you in the next video.